Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Hello, everybody. What's up? This is Dana Bear here. I want to talk a little bit about social organic and just talk about organic posting in general. Now, if you are a real estate investor, this is a really powerful way to build knowledge and trust and name recognition in a market. I'm a firm believer that for real estate investors, we're in the middle of a really profound and massive market shift away from, not away from direct response. There's always going to be direct response in the real estate investing game, going after motivated seller leads. We're always going to be approaching people and saying, do you want to sell me your house? But there is a move towards a much more branding centric approach where the goal is to become the predominant investor in a market, to become the person that everybody knows, likes, and trusts so that when they have a house, they come to you. This is the same world that realtors have been in forever. It's the same world that basically every other industry has been in for 20 years. Just for real estate investing, it's taken a really long time for us to get to that point. For whatever reason, it's just taken us quite a while. So in any case, when you're building an audience, you're trying to build name recognition in a market, one of the primary channels we have for doing that is social organic, by which I mean we're just posting on social media, posting on a Facebook page or in a group or in a profile, posting on a LinkedIn profile, doing a Twitter, doing an Instagram, just posting organically in these channels, not spending money on traffic, and specifically not really going after organic traffic from Google. This is not necessarily an SEO strategy, although having a strong social presence can help your SEO for sure. But it's really a strategy in and of itself. We're not paying for leads. We're not trying to get leads from the Google search results page. What we're trying to do is establish a relationship with people over time by providing value. And the key to that is providing value. So you can have an Instagram, it's like every investor's got a blog. Most investors have a Facebook page that nobody looks at. And nobody looks at it because there's no value to be had there, right? It's purely self-serving. It's purely like, hey, here's my company, yada, yada, yada. And that's all great. There's a space for that. But if your goal is to create a relationship, all relationships start with an exchange of value. And as the investor, if you're trying to establish yourself in a marketplace like that, you have to go first. You have to be the one to deliver that value first. So that's great. I'm sure most people are going to agree with that. The problem that most investors are going to run into just logistically is like, well, how do I do that? Because it's going to take time. I'm out, doing deals or driving for dollars or, managing my team or whatever. I don't really feel like posting, on 5 different social media channels. It gets very overwhelming very quickly. And I think that there's that's a real downside that I think a lot of marketing people kind of ignore or downplay. It's like they don't talk about the fact that it's like, hey, it's a giant pain in the butt to do this stuff. And I definitely feel that way. So I want to break down like what I do to make this easy on me and see if you can apply that to your business, because I do a lot of social organic. I do a lot of organic posting like on Facebook and on LinkedIn, in my Facebook group, the REM Marketing Nerds Facebook group, which you can get to at adwordsnerds.com/group if you are not in there already. We've got a blog, we've got a YouTube channel. It's like yada, yada, right? So it's like, how do I fill all this stuff? Because most of the time I'm in the weeds on developing marketing techniques. I'm not necessarily kind of sitting down just posting all the time. So I have a system for making that doable for me while still delivering a lot of value and building those personal relationships. And it's nothing super complicated. And I'm going to show it to you right here. So this is my content marketing tracker. And basically what happens is I have a Zap. So inside Zapier, you can see here, Zapier is a piece of software that allows you to connect different systems and stuff, right? So you can have like a recipe that says like, hey, when this happens, then that happens, right? You can see we've got a whole bunch of them in here. So let's just look at Facebook real quick. So, actually, let's do, let's do Ecamm Live. So for example, let's see if I can find this one. Okay, so Ecamm Live is the program that I'm using to stream live right now. So it's the video that I'm using to go live, right? So I'm kind of using this program on my computer. What ends up happening is that every time I go live, it saves the video to a Dropbox folder. when a video gets saved to that Dropbox folder, this kind of zap goes off and it basically shoots the information over to this spreadsheet. So it shoots the date, it shoots like the title of the file. It creates a a link to the Dropbox file so you can download it. And it saves the text from whatever I create as the post. And then what I have is a VA. So I have someone that works for me. His name is Toby. He's great. What he does is he takes that file and he goes over to rev.com. Now, rev.com is a transcription service. Basically, you can upload any video and it's going to give you a transcription for about $1 a minute. It's totally worth it in my opinion. So he does that, takes the transcript. He can upload the video and the transcript to YouTube, but he can also upload the video to LinkedIn. He can make sure that the video goes to my Facebook. So what's happening here is that I have one point of entry, the one thing that I'm doing. So for example, going live today, this is my one thing for today. I'm going to go live and then this piece of content is going to go into multiple channels that are useful, that it's going to be filled with the information. It's going to have the transcript. It's going to have the titles and stuff. It's going to be put in there by a real person so that I can share my stuff on multiple channels. It's the same thing for when I do, for example, I just did a Facebook post on my personal profile. If I want to share that on LinkedIn, all I do is I just copy and paste. In effect, here we can see this. This was the post that I had right here. It's just like a text post that I wrote about fundamental attribution error because this was on my mind. And I'm like, you know what? I want to share this across multiple channels. So all I did was just paste it into a Google Doc. So you can see here, this is just a link to a Google Doc where I just pasted the text of the post and I added it to this spreadsheet. Now, when Toby comes, every day he comes and he checks the sheet to see if there's anything new. He's going to see that post. He's going to post it on LinkedIn. He's going to post it on, link to it on Twitter. He might put it on our website or whatever. So I have one entry point, which is either making a Facebook post or whatever I'm doing, right? I only have to worry about that one thing. And then I'm using just a really simple spreadsheet to keep track of, hey, did we post this in different areas? You can see here, so it's like got the title, the original link, the text for the post in case this is a video. It's got the transcript if this is a video, posted to YouTube, posted to LinkedIn, and then, the LinkedIn post link here. And you can see here, actually, I'm not going to link to this because there are passwords and stuff in here, but I've actually linked here to SOP documents, so standard operating procedures. So it's like, here's how you post to YouTube. And that's how I do it. That's how I kind of do multiple channels in a relatively small period of time. And the thing to remember is that different parts of your audience use different channels. They process information in different ways. Some people love video, some people love text, some people love audio. So you really want to be producing in multiple channels in order to hit your whole market and build that relationship with a whole bunch of people. But just realistically, if you're not the kind of person that just wants to be creating content every day, think about the one thing that you do that's easy for you to do. For me, it's going live or writing or whatever, but the one thing that you like to do that you could do pretty easily, and then think about how you could automate a system or bring someone on your team to do it, to take that one piece of content and create multiple pieces of content spread across multiple channels. And pretty soon, you're going to be the go-to person in your market, because I will tell you, almost no investors are doing this in a way that consistently brings value. If you can be the person that educates your market and brings value better than anyone else, you will be the dominant investor in that market in a very short period of time. And that is a very, very powerful place to be. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Dan Barrett from AdWordsNerds.com. By the way, if you ever want to talk to me or my team, we do free strategy sessions. They're incredibly valuable sessions where we break down kind of the online marketing strategy that we think would work for you, your specific situation, your specific market. So if you ever want to do that, AdWordsNerds.com/strategy. And I can actually show you here. It's AdWordsNerds.com/strategy. And that'll take you straight to a scheduler. So you can just pick a date and time that work for you. We would love to talk to you. So I hope that makes sense, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.